Oh, you know what it is, kings and queens. Yeah. Fat Boy Gaines tip on what every king should know.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king and will
not. Every king should know is how to give a group presentation. At some point in your life, you're gonna be put into a spot where you're gonna have to speak in front of a large gathering, maybe at a wedding, maybe in a board meeting, maybe at a club. It doesn't really matter. And you're gonna have to learn how to give a group presentation. So here are my tips on talking to the masses, baby. Let's go. So tip number one is you're gonna have to bring the pain. And by pain, I mean energy, baby. You're gonna have to amp everybody up. Everybody else's energy are gonna feed off you. Bring the energy, bring the pain. Tip number two is make sure before you give your speech, you do a quick scan of the audience because you want to know the audience that you're giving your message to. Tip number three is make sure you throw a smile into your speech every 10 to 15 seconds. This will show confidence. Tip number four is make sure you make eye contact with your audiences. I like to look into the eyes, into the soul for 3 seconds, and then look to somebody else for 3 seconds. Tip number five is make sure you practice your transitions if you're presenting as a team. Tip number six is you know you're going to an event, or you know you're giving a presentation, or you know you're going to a club. Make sure you have pre-rehearsed presentations that you already have practiced, ready to come out, so called if you're called upon. Tip number seven is make sure you throw your hand gestures in there every once in a while to get them engaged in your hands, in your body language. Just don't sit there all stiff, put your arms all together, put your hands side by side. You're gonna be boring to people. Walk up and down the stage a little bit, move your hands a little bit, entertain them a little bit, give them a shout. Tip number 8 is make sure you always have a strong conclusion, a strong wrap-up, a strong ending. Tip number 9 is make sure you leave time for a little Q&A. Invite people to ask you questions. Tip number 10, which is the most important tip, is know when your presentation is over. No one is over. Nobody likes it when shit goes on too long, and nobody likes it when it's too quick. So make sure you time it just perfect. Typically, I like to last about 15 to 30 minutes, baby. That's about it. So kings and queens, get out there and understand how to give presentations. Your future self, yourself today, are going to thank us later. And as always, kings and queens, pass the ammo. Let's build a world of knowledge, baby. Let's go, Fat Boy Gaines.